In this section, we'll go through primitive data types. Each programming language, each high-level programming language has some kind of very basic primitive data types like Boolean, integer, float, etc. etc. Here we have four main primitive data types called Boolean, uint, int, and address. So we'll go through the example code now. We have this Boolean variable declared, which can have true or false values. Then we have UINTs. UINTs give us a lot of options depending on the amount of data that you want to store. So based on the number of bits you need to store your data, you can use anything between UINT 8 and UINT 256. This is a very standard thing across various programming languages that you can have 8-bit integers, you can have 16-bit integers, you can have 256-bit integers, and their range would vary accordingly. So based on the range of numbers that you need to store, you can pick any UINT that works best for you. Just like UINTs are for unsigned integers, which means their range start from 0 and goes up to the maximum value. INTs account for negative values as well. So the same pattern follows here. You have 8-bit INTs, you have 256-bit INTs. You can pick whatever works for you. You can get the type of a variable by using this simple code snippet right here. And you can also get the minimum and maximum values that that data type can accommodate using this entire code snippet. Then we have the address data type, which is mainly used to store the address of a account or a smart contract. You also have a bytes data type to represent a sequence of bytes, but you would be using this more in the advanced Solidity thing. This doesn't really come up in the basic stuff. So we'll deal with this when it will come later. Then you can see that we have some default values of all of these data types. Boolean has a default value of false. UINT has a default value of 0. INT has a default value of 0. And the default address is this. So now we'll check this out on Remix IDE. You can see that our smart contract is loaded here. We'll again compile it and then deploy it. Once a smart contract is deployed, we can access all of the values. Like, for example, here we have declared ADDR as address, so we can see the values there. Let's say, do we have a default address? Yes, we have a default address. You can see that default address is 0. Then we have the variable poo. The value is true, default boolean is false, default int is 0, default uint is 0, integer I has a value of minus 123. This is pretty much all of the declarations that are done in the snippet. We can check out the maximum int value, which is this, and the minimum int value, which is this. These are for the type int256, which means 256-bit integer data types can have values ranging between this and this.